Every July 12th, like clockwork, some countries and Western media outlets hype up the so-called South China Sea arbitration ruling from 2016.
But what exactly was this arbitration about, and why does China firmly reject it?
First, a bit of history. The arbitration was unilateral, initiated by the Aquino III administration of the Philippines, but the tribunal lacked the legal legitimacy from the outside.
Why? Because China never agreed to participate. That means the tribunal violates the principle of state consent, a foundational norm of international arbitration.
So why did China refuse to participate? The tribunal said it was based on the UNCLOS, but in reality, the tribunal ruled on issues that go beyond the scope of UNCLOS. That is, matters involving territorial sovereignty over the Nansha Islands and maritime delimitation.
Yes, everyone who has the basic knowledge of UNCLOS knows it does not regulate territorial sovereignty.
And as early as in 2006, China formally declared it excludes certain categories of disputes, including maritime delimitation, from the compulsory dispute settlement mechanisms like arbitration under UNCLOS, as permitted by Article 298 of the Convention. In fact, 4 of the 5 permanent members of the UN Security Council have done the same.
The only exception, the United States, which never even ratified UNCLOS.
So what was the ruling really? It was a carefully choreographed political show. The tribunal fully embraced the Philippines' pre-packaged plans and went as far as declaring Taiping Island, which is the largest naturally formed island in the Nansha Islands, spanning 500,000 square meters, as just a rock. Therefore, it concluded that no features in the Nansha Islands could generate an exclusive economic zone on continental shelf. These are the opposite of facts.
美国你那些小型的环礁，现在你要主张200海里。日本的冲之鸟礁，只有桌子这么大，也主张200海里。那么你们怎么自圆其说？
Every year, we see the US, the Philippines, and a handful of Western countries marking the anniversary of the ruling. Why? Because it was never about law. It is a political tool crafted and served their narrative.
有一个地区的国家我想大家都知道它呢仍然还是要这个提一下这个南海的问题，跟其他的地区国家显得有点格格不入但是我想这个国家它将来一定会想明白那么继续当别人的马前卒，最后可能就会沦为成为一个牺牲品。
The South China Sea Islands were rightfully returned to China as part of the post-World War II international order. That's the real status quo. And if we truly want peace in the region, maybe the first step is simple: respect it.